Now, where in the world is my? Um, Sister, I can't see, or brother who liked the live. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. I can't. I can see you liked it, but thank you. I appreciate it. I have a word, but I'm gonna wait for more people to join before I start talking about it. Hey, where's my other phone? Oh, here it is. No, no, no. Hey, love. I forgot to. I'm gonna message you when I get off of this. When I get off of here. Please charge it to my mind and not my heart. I'm always busy, but I have a word that I have to. Hey, love. That I have to deliver because I want people to understand. People who deal with the same type of spirit. I want you not to be discouraged because that's exactly what the devil likes to do is discourage you. But I don't want you to be discouraged because I'm gonna tell you how to deal with it. Girl, if I'm not, what time is it? Because I gotta go. Okay, because I gotta leave at 5. So I got a good 20 minutes. All right. So today I woke up this morning. I'm gonna address this situation because this is what set the tone for the day, right? So I got up this morning and I got up to check my YouTube. Well, I got up to get ready for my day and then I checked my YouTube, of course, because I always do that. And I was reading the comments from the subscribers. So I was reading y'all comments. Some made me laugh, but then I went on my other channel, which is Tarot with Stars Pisces edition, and then saw some stuff I just didn't like. I'm not even gonna speak to it. I'm just gonna say I didn't like it. Um, and I actually had an issue with this person doing this last year, and I spoke out against it. And they stopped for a while, and then they came back and started doing it again more recent. Since I started putting the messages out, hey love, since I started putting the messages out for all the signs, I noticed that they came back. It's no biggie. But the thing about it is, whenever you are called to be a teacher of anything, you have to lead by example. That's number one. You have to practice what you preach. Whenever you get on a platform as big as YouTube and you put out um, content that is not who you are or what you stand for, it it, it kind of looks like you have a hidden motive for why you're doing what you're doing. You feel me? When you start to take a message from another person that they receive and to re-deliver the same message that the person received, no ma'am, no sir, that's not what God called you to do. God didn't call you to do that. God didn't call you to try to tap into that person's creativity to deliver the message. The message, if you are who you say you are, should come to you as well as the other person's message came to them. A lot of things that go on here, I don't speak on it because I don't like to address it. But when I see that, that's bothersome, you know. And the reason why it's bothersome is because I'm not out here taking nobody's energy. That's number one. The people with the bigger platforms, y'all are doing numbers over there. Why do y'all feel y'all need to come to the smaller content creators and steal their, the one to put the message out there, or the creative one, and the smaller content creators are stealing you all's message? Don't do that, because I'm going to call you out every time without saying your name. But it wouldn't be right if I didn't teach you something. When you have all of that following, but you don't have influence, that means you're not called to do what you're doing. If the people who follow you are not influenced by you, you're not called to do that, love. You might be interesting. You might, they may find you interesting, but you're not called to do that. Because if so, they would follow you. They would take your advice. You would be a great leader. And you damn sure wouldn't be trying to search for nobody else to take anything off of their plate, because your plate is full, which is going to lead me to my talking point. It be people that have more than you that's still not satisfied in their life. And that is because it's not what you have, it's who you are. My husband and I were somewhere. Now, yesterday he went there by himself, him and his grandmother. Everything was cool. I stepped in the building. The lady looked at me. She took one look at me. Black woman, of course. Of course, it's one of us. It's always one of us. She looked at me. She said, hello. And I said, hello, my name is Anastasia. So she said, anesthesia? I looked at her. I said, no, my name is Anastasia. When I corrected her, she didn't like that. I looked at my husband. He said, I know what's going on. I said, she about a minute and 30 seconds away from me marching over there to supervise and pulling her job from her. I want you to pay attention, my people, to the way people will try to treat you when they're intimidated by you. I want you to pay attention to that, because you're so intimidating, it'll make a person want to disrespect you. But the first time they disrespect you, I want you to check them right then and there. Let them know I'm not the one to be played with. I don't give a damn how you interact with anybody else, but you're not going to do no such thing to me. You're not going to talk to me no such way. When a person tells you how to pronounce their name and you disrespectfully and rudely pronounce their name jacked up, that's a form of disrespect. It's almost in on the truth, because my husband called. Hold on, y'all. I hope it don't stop the live, because I'm gonna call him back. Hold on. See how whenever I start to get on them, my phone. You see that? Hello. I didn't know you was going over there. I didn't see how the devil start trying to work. What's up, love? Because my phone rang 3 times while I got on this live to start airing people out. What I'm trying to say is, when a person does that, You are too intimidating. It could be that you are beautiful, you have your life together, and no, these things shouldn't be looked at. But in today's society, they are looked at. They are. People judge you by what they see. They judge you by how well you hold it together. That's how people judge you. And if you're not careful, you could be a sweetheart in this world. You can. You could be a loving person in this world. You can. But don't let people play with you. You have to have boundaries, strong boundaries. Stand on it. I said what I mean what I say. Don't disrespect me like that. I don't know who you, first of all, you don't know me to pronounce my name incorrectly purposely. You did it on purpose. And I checked you. So I looked over at my husband and my husband said, "You didn't do anything wrong. You just walked in and sat down. That's all I did." Literally, I just walked in and sat down. And then I looked at her desk, right? I looked at the lady desk. And the lady had a little monument thing on her desk, and it said the Lord. It was like God, this, that, and the third, and it was the Psalms prayer. And of course, you know, I go everywhere with my crystals around my neck. I go everywhere with my crystals around my neck every time. And my beads on my wrist every single time. So I guess when she saw that, I guess she said, "Oh, she wanted him. You know, let me just handle her." I don't know what it is about people who claim to be Christian and godly that judge a spiritual person. They judge us down to the ground. But I was ready for her. I checked her right then and there. Don't you ever in your life call me outside of my name. I told you how to pronounce my name. You pronounce my name Anastasia. That's how you pronounce it. So you call me Stasi for short, because that's what I prefer to be called. But you don't call me no anesthesia or anything like that. Who the hell you think you are? You don't play with me like that. My people, the message is get serious with yourself. Don't let nobody do you no any kind of way. You have boundaries, stand on it. My work, that's my work. I put my good energy into reading tarot cards, into delivering a message to people, into being a light at the bottom of a dark tunnel. That is my work. You're not gonna come over here and trespass in my area of expertise and try to take my hard on work and take credit for my work. That's where the problem come in at, and that's the disrespect. Now you could be a reader and you can watch me. I could salute you, sister. But when you get that spirit of mimicry on you, oh no, oh no, we're gonna draw the line right here. Because you got to pray to the Lord so that you can be a blessing to people. That's how I know you don't know God, because you don't know time and season. And God's people know time and season. We don't try to steal nothing from nobody. We don't want nothing that don't belong to us. When it's my time, I'm going to shine. Everything that I have, I work for it. I don't steal from nobody. I'm not that type of person. If I can't help you, I won't hurt you. But don't come over here and disrespect me. And don't you dare cross my boundary. Don't do that. I don't like that. I just don't like it. It's a sense of disrespect. It really is. After I said what I said on my platform on those posts, I ain't seen Sister Girl down my timeline no more. But I know you're going to watch this because you are attracted to my light. But the very thing that attracts you to me is the thing that you can't stand about me. People don't like people who are authentic and stand in their truth. You can't use shit against me because I am who I am. I'm going to say what I did before I let you say it. Because I'm not embarrassed by nothing that I've done in my life. I'm not. And I never will be, and I don't want you to be neither. When you own your shit, people can't use nothing as a weapon against you. I don't care. Tell them. I might tell them myself. When you own it, can't nobody use nothing against you. They can't hurt you, baby. You didn't heal from that. I also want you to understand that it's not you. You could work all day long, be beat down at the end of the day. Whenever you get ready to step out and dress up, everybody mouth drop or they start trying to crack little jokes. That's where the insecurity be at, in the small jokes. That's where the insecurity come from. With your little this. Or they start, if you're older, they start trying to crack at your age. Oh, you older, you old enough to be my such and such, such and such. I don't know what world you in, sweetie, but them 40-year-old women look like they 18. Life dragging y'all little young girls. You better get your life together, baby. You better learn God. You better learn. Because we living in some of our last days. I hope people understand that. You see what I post on my community board? Confirmation that horn blew. How that lady did what she did to them kids. The monster is in Texas. I said that before. I'm going to say it again. The monster over there. And the people that do dirt and think that they getting away with it, some of them reside over there in Texas. Baby, the monster over there. And I'm going to leave it alone. You're going to see it get worse out there. It's going to get worse. And I'm going to leave that alone. You're going to see. Moral of the story to this message, my people. Stand in your truth. Stand your ground. You're going to be dealing with people that try to come against you and attack you and get you all riled up and try to take things away from you. Don't let them, okay? Stand in your power. Stand in your power, baby. What makes me such a powerful woman? I fear God. I don't fear man. And when I'm disrespected, I'm going to call you on your disrespect every single time. Yeah, that's divine empress. Right. You got a little booty in them pants. Why you care? I ain't never had a problem getting a man neither, baby. And I ain't never had a problem keeping one. So why you care if it's small? My man like it. What is it to you? Why would you say something like that? The hate be in the little remarks, y'all. That's where the insecurity and the hate come from. I didn't do that lady nothing at that place. I just walked in and sat down. You know what I'm saying to tell you? I didn't do her nothing. I just walked in and sat down. And she rubbed me wrong the first 3 minutes I sat there by pronouncing my name incorrectly on purpose. And I pronounced my name to her 3 times. What's up, sister? She pronounced my name incorrectly. I said, no, my name is Anastasia. Anesthesia, I said, my name is Anastasia. You can call me Stassi for short, because that's how people know me. Now, you're not going to call me no anesthesia. On the truth, that horn blew. You're not gonna disrespect me. My mama signed my name on my birth certificate. It says Anastasia. It don't say anything less. You're not gonna disrespect me like that. I'm a woman, and you're gonna handle me as such. I told my husband. My husband said, "Babe, just sit down, please." I was about to flip it upside down in there. For my respect, I'm gonna take it there every single time. Every time for my respect. Don't disrespect me. That was so rude. You know what I mean? It's like your name is Jane. I'm calling you Bane, or I'm calling you something that's other than your name. For what? Why would I do that to you? Thank you, sister. Why would I call you that? Like I would. That's so disrespectful. It was rude. It was no other way around. Of course, a black woman. Of course. Gotta be a black woman. Can't stand to see they sisters have a little something for themselves. And of course, I'm coming together. I always carry myself nice, y'all. That's another thing. I ain't ever lacking. Hair done, nails done, feet done. Nice bag. Hopping out of car clean. Car clean. That damn Tesla shine like new money. Clean, clean, clean. My husband walk in. He opened the door for me, pulled the chair out for me. I sit down. I guess that intimidated her. That's how my husband's supposed to treat me. He ain't supposed to treat me anything less than. So, excuse me, y'all, when I tell y'all, I knew this week I was gonna have to crash out on a couple of people when I threw my car in park on Sunday, crossing the track and hopped out. It was getting ready to whip somebody in the middle of the street because she blew the horn. Like she laid on the horn. That's another thing. Don't lay on the horn because you scare a person. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a person is not expecting you to blow the horn. You lay on the horn, you scare them. So they'll turn it, they'll turn and in go on traffic. They'll do anything. They'll harm themselves. Why you gotta be so ignorant? Then she started laying on the horn. So we was chasing one another in the street because what you talking about? And then Brooke, that's why I gotta keep me a earth sign somewhere tucked away. I gotta keep me a earth sign in my back pocket, in my room, in my car. Child, I gotta keep them. What's up, sister? I gotta keep them. Look, Brooke, girl, she's dusty and she's probably broke. So why are you over here upset? I'm like, you know what? You sure is right. She was like, yeah, because you acting like we just wasn't both gonna get out this car and dirty worker. I was like, oh yeah, you right. True. Y'all niece calmed me. She piped me all the way down. Y'all, I swear, God knew I'm not lying. Right here into the Bible, I got so mad. My adrenaline started to rush. Like, I just got so upset. So I knew right then and there what type of time it was. But when the lady did that today, and then I ran across this post, y'all, I shared it. It's a short on my YouTube, and I was like, this man sure is right, boy. The enemy will try to cause confusion around you, no matter where you go. Because that's what the spirit of confusion does. Cause confusion with you, uses the most reckless person to cross your path, to piss you off, just so you can crash out. Oh, I know that's right. It's just the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, B, Brooke just don't be caring. Girl, Brooke is like, cause like we not gonna dirty work her. Like you tripping for nothing, mom. Cause we gonna dirty work. We gonna jump in dirty work her. I was like, oh yeah, you show is right. Show is right. She called me all the way down. I had to start laughing, but it's the truth. Cause she took me there, and I was just like, explain to me what's going on today because I wasn't even on that type of time. But whenever you lay on the horn, all jokes off aside, you scare a person. They're not looking for you to lay on the horn like that. So they may turn into ongoing traffic. That could be a bad accident that can claim somebody's life. Don't do that. I try my hardest not to blow the horn at someone. The only way I blow the horn is like a light tap on the horn to get their attention if they don't see that the light is green. That's it. But to lay on the horn and a person is crossing the tracks and not expecting that, what's up, sister? No, you don't do stuff like that. Then you want to start popping fly. Like I just want to throw this car in park. That's crazy, but Brooke piped me down that day. So now we over here with my husband, and this mama did what she did today, and that just really made me constant. Let me speak about this, cause look, this is the third time. The lady at the track was Sunday. I got on my YouTube this morning. That was the second time, and now over here with this lady, it's the third time. I'm telling you, it's like I said, let me get on here and give this word to my people. Like, stand in your power. The enemy will try to create confusion surrounding you. Will use people that you barely know to test you, especially if they have a little spirit on themselves. You could tell. And another thing, I don't know who do this, but stop walking in other people's shoes. Stop that. Somebody on this live, you walk in other people's shoes. Stop doing that. Don't do that. You don't want to take nobody's. You don't want to take their energy. You don't want them taking yours. No, don't we don't do that. We don't walk in people's shoes. I don't give a damn if they just going outside. You tell them it's best to go barefoot. They're gonna be grounding themselves when they go outside. So it's best to do that than to walk in your shoe. Especially if you somebody that's abundant. You gotta really be stingy with your energy out here. Especially if you're trying to work on something and you're trying to manifest something. You don't want somebody else to try to to take what you're trying to manifest. You don't want that. So you want them to have their own. You feel me? Like don't allow them to do that to you. Pay attention to the little subtle things. Especially pay attention to the things that people say and people do at this time because that's going to tell you a lot about them. Just pay attention to that. I promise you because you're going to let it slide the first two, maybe three times. And then after you let it slide them times right there, then it's going to become a pattern for them. So they're going to be in routine to keep doing it. That's how you're going to know. Because if a confirmation, if a person don't mean you no wrong or they not trying to harm you, they going to check themselves the first time they do something effed up to you. Like, man, that was effed up. I should have never even did them like that. So, let me check myself so I don't be like that again or I don't do anything like that again. If a person can't check themselves when they do something jacked up the first time and correct it, and the next time it's better, then that's not your people. It look like they looking at you as a lick, and they gonna try to hit a lick on a goofy because you're not paying attention. So they gonna keep trying to do something to get over. That's how you judge a person by their character. Because if you keep doing something repetitively, because I didn't correct you the first time, that tells me that you think that I'm slow, and you're gonna keep doing it because I never told you nothing about it, right? So you don't have enough integrity to know whenever you're doing something wrong, right? I gotta tell you about that. So you carry the spirit of the user, and I don't fool with people like you. I promise you, sister. The spirit of that user. I promise you, y'all. And you don't want that. You and I don't mean no disrespect to what I'm about to say. Please don't take what I'm saying out of context, because this gonna come across to somebody else that's gonna be watching the live. Because I'm gonna leave it up. Man, get off of here and stop asking people for money. They got a job on every corner. Go get you a job, love. If you don't want it, who gonna want it for you? If you don't want it, go out there. All these people on YouTube got bills. Ain't nobody living in this world rent free. Ain't nobody living in this world without a bill. It ain't a person here that you're gonna find that's living here without one. Everyone has a bill. So get out there and go apply yourself. Like, apply yourself. You gotta start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. It's not nobody's job to do something for you. Don't nobody got to do nothing for you. They don't. They do it if it's been placed on their heart to give to you. But getting on here asking for money with your hand out and your ass up, no ma'am. Absolutely not. And how did you get to that position to where you borrowing and you asking for money? I want to know how you got there. Because you're lazy and you don't want to work. You don't want to put in the work. But that's not our problem. So you want to take the money from out of our plate or out of our pocket because it's easy, because you want to play on our sympathy. No, ma'am. No, we're not doing that. I don't mind helping you, but nah, you're not going to drain the cow. No, you're not going to do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sorry. And I don't mean no disrespect, but you got to feel me on this. Sis, you got bills. Fee, you got bills. T, you got bills. Jane, you got bills. Everybody got bills. We all do. The economy kicking everybody butt right now. It's kicking everybody butt. You might have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs, but it is what it is. Hey, you gonna get there. If the Lord brought you to it, He gonna see you through it. Believe that. Believe it. And it got a job on every corner. I'm telling you, it got a job on every. And kids is expensive. The school is a ripoff. You got fees to pay at school. You got Chromebook fee. You got, they need money for this. They need money for it's just money, 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 money. Your kid gets sick, you can't send them to school. Now they sending truancy after you, because the government paying for the kid to go to school, so they expect the kid to be to school every day. I just had to jump on one at my daughter's school. I said, let me tell you something here, ma'am. We're going to stop this right now, because my daughter deal with allergies. And my baby is not going to that school when they sick, because somebody else got a child in that school too. And that lady is probably a single parent and she need every dollar she can get. She can't afford to take off from work because I send my sick child to school because I don't have no regard for nobody else. Miss Mama, get off my line. I'm going back to my job. Now you take care. You have a nice day. Okay? All right. We hung up and we ended that on that. Because no, I'm not sending my child over there if my child is sick. If she's sick, she's not going. Point blank, period. And I'll tell that to whoever I need to tell that to. And I will present the documentation. I have the documentation to support. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, a single mom out there doing the best that she can. She can't afford to miss no work. She need every dime she can get right now. Because the economy is to, hello? No, ma'am, I'm going to keep my child at home. I'm going to get my child back better, and then I'm going to send her to school. Because that's what parents do. But you're not going to tell me I got to send my child to school sick like that and make my child suffer. Whenever I'm sick and I can't get out the bed and my head hurt, I know how I feel. So can you imagine how that baby feel? Greed, y'all. People greedy. So if you ever put in a position like that and you got to fight for your child, fight for your kids. Say, look, my child ain't exempt from getting sick. Just like an adult. When I get sick, I feel horrible. I don't want to be around no one. And my baby ain't as big as me. Her immune system ain't as strong as mine. You're not going to tell me, bully me into sending my child to school because the government give you money for funding. You know what I'm saying? You must be out your mind. And I be going to war with them too, Treasure. I went to war with her on the phone. She was trying to rebuttal, and every time she had a rebuttal, I had one too. So we wasn't getting nowhere.
I so you might as well just have you a nice day, a really good, a really really nice rest of your day. I didn't mean to get you worked up, ma'am, but I'm just letting you know. And if there's anything that comes behind it, any court documentation, y'all want to take me to court, I'm prepared to fight. I already got a lawyer, baby. We keep them on deck. We got to keep them. And if you are somebody that's wise and you're a mom and you got kids, you need to know your rights. That's why I be telling these people, whenever you get on here and you start trying to content steal, know that I got a lawyer on deck. If you can't handle this lawsuit, you better bog down. You got to bog down, baby. You bog down. Going on about your business. Cause this ain't worth you come and scrape your pennies to pay me now. All you have to do is mind yours and go over there and pray to the Lord. Everything gonna get better for you. I'm not trying to steer my people down no wrong path. I'm not trying to steer you down the wrong path, sister. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to be happy. I want you to have a husband. I don't want you to have a man. I want you to have a husband. If you're a man, I want you to have a wife. I don't want you to have a woman, but I want you to have a good wife. Somebody that understands you. If you're a woman, I'm sending husband energy to you. Somebody that's going to work with you and support you. Be your backbone. When you're sick, you fall sick, they're in the hospital on the side of the bed, wiping your mouth, cleaning your butt. And those type of relationships intimidate people because they don't have it. I saw that today. Child, that husband pulled that child. That lady looked me up and down, and I politely sat down. Was when she opened that mouth to say anesthesia. Baby, when I tell you, my husband read it on my face. And then Brooke boyfriend gonna say, your mama look like she catch a flight to whip niggas. I said, the nerve. Who said that, Brooke? Girl. These little children better stop playing with me in Louisiana. I'm telling you, sister. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Visit your them people. Listen. Them truancy people better go on about their business. My house is standing tall. You gonna come over here, you're gonna be more disappointed than you was coming over here. When you get here, you're gonna be more disappointed. Because of course, us melanated sisters, they don't expect us to have what we have. When you a little polished and you a little melanated and you sound like me and you look like me, you can't have all of that. They looking at your side eye with the stank eye because how you got it. And I'd be happy to whip out my check stubs too and bank statements and credit cards. I'd be happy to whip them out. The legal way. Absolutely. And I preach it to all young women because I was a young mama. I was a 15-year-old mama. I had my son when I was 15. I was just about to be 16 years old. Keep going. I had 3 kids before I was 21 years old and I was lost. And I didn't love myself. And I used to let people do whatever they wanted to do to me, take advantage of me, hurt me, take from me. When you get tired, you grow a backbone. When you get tired of taking losses, you know how to stand strong. That back gets solid and you stand up straight. When you say no from a confident place and you don't feel bad for saying no. And when you got to check somebody, you check them to their face because they're not going to treat you no any kind of way. You're not going to allow it. When you do enough work on yourself to where you to a place in your life where you can't be bothered by nothing, anybody that comes in trying to threaten or take what you work hard for, you're going to stand up behind that too. My personality, my demeanor, the way that I carry myself, it went through a lot. It took me a lot to get here to be the woman that I am today. Hang in there, sister. You're tired, huh? You're tired. You don't feel like cooking that meal for them kids. Hang in there. Them kids gonna respect you. You don't feel like getting up and cleaning that house, huh? When you go to bed tonight, I want you to thank God. Tell God, thank you, Lord. Thank you for all that I have. I'm going to tell you something about my husband about being unthankful. I don't want this. I don't want that. Child, he had to learn this lesson. Ran over a nail in the street, bust that big 20-something inch tire, had to come out of pocket. I said, you're going to learn about not being thankful. Every time you're not being thankful and every time you don't show gratitude, the Lord take it out your pocket. Oh, you're not thankful, huh? This not good enough for you? Okay, so now you're going to go a couple of days without it. Cause now nobody gonna want to help you now. Now your back is all the way against the wall because you didn't appreciate when you had it good. So now you're gonna go through a little something, something. So the next time, whenever it visits you again, when the blessing come knocking on your door, you're gonna know how to receive it. And you're gonna say, thank God for this. It's all right, sister, keep going. Your children gonna appreciate it. The children don't know nothing about how hard you work. They just know that you're a trying parent and they know that you provide. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Risha. That's right, sister. I promise you. Keep going. And don't let nobody discourage you on your journey. Don't. Don't get discouraged. And don't quit. Say thank God. When you want to get discouraged, be thankful. Find something to be thankful for. Well, I got all my health. I better not complain. My mama caught breast cancer, right? 2015, she found out. So 2016, she was going through chemo when I got married to my first husband. My mama got up every day and went to work. Ain't never complained. You hear me? And then I get on this YouTube and I see young women, younger than my mama, begging for money. I don't respect that. I'm going to tell you that right now. You young. You young. You ever heard the old story about the man who was crying because he ain't have the car until he scrolled past a man who didn't have no feet? You ever heard that story? I heard that a lot when I was a kid. It taught me how to be thankful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's always like that, Danny. You got to be the masculine one. I'm the masculine one for my husband. My husband is more feminine than I am. He's more loving and nurturing, not me. I just turn my feelings off. I shut down emotionally. That's my monster in the closet, though. The Lord working with me over there. I'm telling you, once you cross me, one and done. I could be the best person in your life, or I could be the meanest person in your life, and never speak to you again. And it won't bother me. I'm a Pisces. I just go on about my business. I find something else that interests me, like work. Work always interests me. I'm always working. So the position that I'm in, I deserve to be here. I don't steal from nobody. I work for everything that I have. And I encourage young people to get out there and work. It ain't gonna come to you. In the good book, it said if you don't work, you don't eat. So, I mean, yeah, rest, but then you gotta work. You gotta earn it. So earn it. Ain't nothing wrong with working. I teach my children that. Yeah, just that's right, T. I just exit your life, and then I leave peacefully too. I don't even kick up no dust. I go on by my business. I'm not even trying to rage war with you. It didn't work out, and I'm gonna just move on out your way. That's just it. I'm not trying to rage no war with you. I'm just done with you. We didn't work out. Now don't come provoking me, cause I'm not trying to. I don't like people trying to provoke me, cause that's the devil, and I'm gonna handle you as such. Don't provoke me. Just move on with your life. I done moved on with my life. You know, life goes on for me. I got to be a lot for a lot of different people. You know, I told my son this the other day. I said, son, you know, the woman is a lot of things, right? So next time when you have a girlfriend, I want you to picture yourself doing life with her. And I want you to picture how a woman has a lot of burden. That's why in the good book it says honor your mother and father. But most importantly for you, for a young person, honor the mother. Boy, you know how many changes a woman go through? Woman get pregnant. Woman got to carry all of those emotions. Woman still got to look after the house. Woman still got to be a mother to the other children. Mother still got to go to work. Do you know how much a woman has to endure? Even when the woman gets married to the husband, the woman then takes on the childhood wounds from the husband, from his mother, if he's not healed. And she just got to wear that. She got to wear a smile on her face every day. And she got to act like everything is good. She got to be the stronghold for the whole house. Boy, that's exhausting, yeah. That's exhausting. So Whenever you see a woman that comes up against another woman in her marriage, you look at it, it can't nothing have sent you over there to bother them people in their household but the devil. There's always one person stronger in the relationship and one person weaker. And the devil gonna test the weak one. And the way that it tests the weak one is through temptation. See you, D? See what you said? You see what you said? I love my mother-in-law. You blessed, sister. Because some of us, we can't stand our mother-in-law. I turn my husband, mama, every which way but loose with a ninja turtle looking ass. God forgive me. Please, Father. See, I got to get off of here. Whoo! That just slid out. Sometimes you just be too real for yourself. That's just what it is. I mean, hey, it is like that. You know, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes, sis. I don't know. I don't know how to call it, but you know I'm not gonna tell no lie. No, but it's the truth, sister. I turn her every which way but loose, and she know it. And I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about her, cause this is the truth. I don't like that she is a bad mama. I told my husband, I said, I know she a bad mama because I don't get along with bad spirited people. When I tell you I don't like somebody, or I don't care for their spirit, believe me. I don't know what it is that I don't like about them just yet, but I don't like something about them. And I could tell people who are not good parents. I could tell. They don't know their place. A good parent, you're gonna know a good parent. I didn't raise y'all, I'm not raising all your damn children. Hell no. Nope, I'm not doing that. I can't do it. I'm tired. I did enough. I done my job. This right here is your cross to carry. That's a good parent. That's a good parent. The ones that not no good parent, they overstep their boundary too much, y'all. I promise you, me neither. A liar, I can't deal with that. And then just sitting down that line for no apparent reason. A good mother-in-law is a blessing. Girl, you should see her feet. Ain't just like Danatelio, whatever the fuck his name is. Girl, boy, boy, boy. Mm-mm. See, I ain't healed all the way yet. I'm healing. So that's why I stay away from people like that. Cause I already know she gonna trigger me. And she never cared for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. I accept that she don't care for me. Doobie, you know you crazy. God forgive me, Father in heaven. I gotta knock. Mm-mm. No, you did not. There you go. That's what she looked like. Listen, let me tell you. I stay away from her because I'm not healed enough to deal with her, y'all. But you gotta know your place with people. That come from knowing your place with them. If you know that they gonna take you there, stay away from them. Cause you know you can't cut up at people's house. My mama taught me that. Styles, you can't go over there cutting up to the people's house. All right, mama. You don't like what they say? Stay away from their house. And you know one thing about people, they like to disrespect you whenever they on their turf. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever mad they come, when they provoke you and you can't handle no more and you let loose, people gonna give you wrong. They gonna say F how the person made you feel and F what they said that was wrong. You was over there at their house and you disrespected their house, this, that, and the third. Confirmation. That's why my mama told me to stay home. I had children from my first marriage with my first husband. All three of our kids, that's his kids. I didn't have none from my second marriage. And I'm gonna tell you something. My second marriage is not I can't have no kids with my second husband. I know I can't. The Lord has already showed me that plenty times. And I'm gonna leave it at that. It is from off of his side. They are once you get with a person, you're gonna start to learn the person. This is another thing I'm gonna give you. You're gonna start to learn the person. Once you start learning the person, you're gonna start learning their family. The ones you're gonna have to watch out for the most is the family members that say that they always in church. Them be the ones. Them right there. They be in that church all right. Like I said, I just can't. And the reason I can't is because of his side. I know what I'm dealing with that. I know what I'm dealing with that, sister. My mama always say that having kids is one foot in the graveyard and one foot out the graveyard because you be fighting for your life. And boy, if that's so true, if that's not the truth. Last year, actually, I was fighting for my life. Hello, beautiful. I just can't do it, sisters. It's gonna be one or the other. And as the what I am to so many people in my absence, they wouldn't be able to hold it together. So I can't do that. I know I can't. I That was already shown to me, and I'm okay with that, child. I'm okay with it. You know, sometimes we gotta make peace with certain things. Don't try to force it. You know, when you try to force it, you mess up. You know, don't force it. There you go, sister. Now you see what I'm talking about, Fee. That bloodline. Mm-mm. Nah, we just can't. And it's sad, but it is what it is. It's the truth. It's just it is what it is, y'all. But yeah, that's a blessing, Danny. You're blessed, sister. You're blessed to have a good relationship with your mother-in-law. L- Daughter-in-law should have that, because who could better teach a daughter-in-law about a man than the mother, than the man who he came, the lady who he came from. That's a blessing. Not all of us have that right there. You know, some of them be two faced. They uphold their children and they wrong. You know, uh, they still let the ex lover come around, disrespecting the new lover. They just be on some messy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for no apparent reason. You ain't have to do them nothing. All you do is step in the room. As soon as you step in the room, they got a problem with you. But don't you come short. Don't you feel like you got to lower your standards to meet them where they want you to meet them at? No, ma'am. If they intimidated by you because you get your hair done, your nails done, your feet done, you drive a nice car, you got a good job, oh well, they just gonna have to be intimidated by you. I don't know what to tell them. Step it up. That's just it. That's right. Bad parent. You can tell when they're a bad parent, they act like that. Good parents don't act like that. When my son have his girlfriends, I go about my business. Only thing I tell him is this, cause I know my child. Mind your temper. That's number one. And if you get to a point where you want to call the girl out of her name, you leave, cause you got sisters and you got a mama. You hear me? And I don't want to hear no back talk. Get up and you leave. Hey, love. That's how I teach my son. And he be like, Mama, I ain't having no kids, Mama. These girls these days, yeah, and stay strapped. That's right. These girls these days, mama, I'm not ever having no kids because this, then, and that. I say you don't need no kids right now, no way, because you can't even take care of your damn self. You don't need no kids right now. When you have kids, you can't be selfish. You gotta be selfless. And you too damn selfish. If you're not willing to take the food out your mouth to make sure that that baby eat, then you need to leave that baby where it's at. Because there's gonna be plenty of days you're gonna have to take the food out your mouth to feed that baby. And if you not selfless, then listen here, honey. It's not gonna work. You gonna cry plenty day. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm that mama that was raised under the old law. You gonna sit there and you gonna take care of your responsibility, because I'm not doing it. I didn't tell you to go out there and get it. That's right. Mm-mm. I don't meddle in this business. I tell him, you grown. You doing the nasty like grown folks. So you better know how to handle your business like a grown folk. And you over there doing the nasty. So you do the nasty and you go get a little wham. You gonna sit there and you gonna tote. You gonna tote that baby with you everywhere you go, because I didn't tell you to go get it. You knew you wasn't ready for one. Brooke just focused on school. God, leave it where it's at. Oh, I know, sister. I know that's right. He got stuff to do. He busy. What's up, Bree? I told him leave where it's at. Cause you know what, sister? Them boys, they mature. It take them a long time to mature. A woman matures faster than a man. You know what I mean? And he's still gonna, hey love, he's still gonna want to be out here doing what he want to do with no regard for that lady and that baby. And you're not gonna do that. No, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna do what she asks you to do, and you're gonna support her. You're not gonna be running because you think you're gonna pass your trouble on to me. Oh no, oh no, baby. And that's what good mamas do. That come from mamas that have to wag with their children. A woman that always have to wag with her children don't never get no break. Them children get older, baby. Who babysitting? Oh, baby, I'm not babysitting. You go on about your business. I drive sports cars, love. Can you imagine a booster seat in my sports car? God, please. Out is mine. I ain't never drove a minivan, baby, and I ain't never driving one. Mm-mm. Girl, I'm sure out they damn mind. Like I told them, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's just the bottom line. If you want something, go work for it. Don't expect people to give you anything. Person don't have to do a damn thing for you. So if someone tell you no, they telling you no because either one or two things. Either one, they can't do it, or two, they don't want to do it. And if they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. And if they can't do it, then you have to respect their mind because they have their own bills and their own damn life. Hell, who the hell is you? Grown at your grown age, you shouldn't be asking nobody for no favors anyway. You should be out there handing favors out to them. You young. Shit. Girl, please. They need to teach them children right from wrong. So them kids know. Nowadays, the damn mama, it acting more childish than the damn child. When the child got to put the mama in the place, now that's a problem. Girl, Brooke, little boyfriend said, where your mama on social media? Where her Instagram? Brooke said, my mama don't have Instagram for weirdos like you. And he was like, so I know she got Snapchat. Or what's her YouTube? I said, now that's going a little bit too far now. That's a little invasive. Because what you want to see me for? Child, don't play with kids, child. What's up, love? I don't be playing with kids. I be out the way. Them young folk activity, I stay out of that. I'm a married woman, child. I can't do them young folk activities, baby. And when they start to look like Quando Rondo, where is my purse? I got to get out of here, baby. Oh no, because once the YNs get there with that hair going left, right, south, north, east, west, girl, let me out of here, please. And make sure my car is not blocked in by no other cars, because I'm trying to get away fast. Y'all gonna see water from that tailpipe. I am gone. Girl, oh no, baby. Girl, go. Wait, no, sister. I'm out of there. No, they dangerous. Absolutely not. I am an old head, baby. I stay with the old folks. I put my moo on at 8 o'clock and I be in the bed with my feet being rubbed together. Do you hear me? Child, I got to get rest. Oh yeah, the hoodies and the book bags and walking on the back of the shoe, Bree. We out of there. Oh no, baby. The hoodies, the book bag, the walking on the back of the shoe, y'all, and the twisting the hair with the finger. And especially whenever they pull out that little gall. Was it the diamond? Is it the diamond something gall? Oh baby, it's time to go. It's time to go. The 35 and up crowd, let's go, baby. Come on. Follow me. Oh no, girl. People be laughing, but it's the truth, child. Us older heads, us wise folk, we ain't got no business around them young folk. Because God forgive me, but they lack a little guidance. 9 times out of 10, they had a mama that didn't care, and they had a daddy that left them. So they feel like they don't have no love. Nowadays, you got to love on your children. You got to let them know that they love. You got to hug on them. You got to have a talk with them. You got to talk to them. You spend so much time in other shit, you don't spend time with your children. They pay attention to that. I remember my son telling me, "Mama, when we lived in such and such, Papa, that's his daddy's daddy. He said he came over. He went across the street to his sister-in-law house and he went and bought them gifts for Christmas. And he said, Mama, I was looking out the window. He ain't never came to our house and bought us nothing for Christmas." My son was like 7 years old. He told me that. He told me that happened when he was like 7. And he told me that, and now he's like 21 years old. You see how them kids pay attention and stuff, and you see how they hold stuff in. I didn't even think he even remember that. I didn't even think he saw that. He had never mentioned it to me until he was a grown man. What's up, sister? So he was a grown man, y'all. He mentioned that to me. And he was like, Mama, that kind of hurt my feelings because, like, what about us? You see? You see how things that we do, we don't think our kids pay attention or they care? You see how he cared about that? That affected him? And it's like, At the time I was younger. I was a younger mother. I started to mature once life started handing me my ass. I started to mature a little bit more, and each year I just got wiser and wiser and wiser, you know. And I was like, dang. That's when I started looking at things like, yeah, I can't have my kids around these type of people, low vibrating people like this. Right, sister, walk around the hotel all night, like not giving to my kids, not pouring into my kids. And another thing, if you are like the step parent of a child, or if however they go, love on the child. The more people that love your children, the happier they'll be. That's a fact. When your child's father have a woman and the woman love on your child, listen, that child know that you mama or know that you daddy. That ain't never gonna change. One thing about a child, once a child come into this world and they have like a little remembrance or they have a bond with that parent, man, listen, that bond ain't never going nowhere. That parent could be gone 50 years. See that child and that child damn near old like them. They still gonna recognize that as their daddy or as that's their mother. That's that's kids. So I can't understand when people don't do right by their kids or put their children in a position where they don't set them up to win. They set them up to take losses. I don't understand that. And I be having a problem. Every person I have a problem with, they be bad mamas. Like, it's crazy. Like, my daughter Brooke was dating a little boy, and the little boy was like, he was toxic. He was like trying to cuss Brooke out. So let me tell you something, little boy. Stas. I said, Stas my ass.